Okay, Emma, let us continue with the further problems, buddy. So, have said you critical path. What is meant by critical path, ma? The path if in which if we delay any activity, the project gets delayed. So it is critical path. So normally, what is critical path, buddy? Of the entire alternative paths, we are having, for example, the past example we have discussed. Na? Here we are having how many paths, ma? Here we are having there are four alternatives. Okay, there are four alternatives. Of the four alternatives, we are identifying the highest path. Highest duration is this. So this will be our project duration, and the same will be critical path. Okay, so critical path is really important, ma. We should not delay any activity in a critical path. If we delay, the project gets delayed. Okay, so all the activities in the critical path should be done as per their time. If they are delayed, the project gets delayed. Okay, so what is step 7? Identify all the possible paths from the beginning to end independently and select the path having maximum duration. Such path is known as longest path, critical path, and such duration is considered. Okay, so same thing what I have said. Now I have reframed in the form of theory part. So what are the paths we are having? Highest duration. That duration will be the project duration and also critical path. Okay. Next. So draw a network diagram. Identify the project duration. Okay. So by taking this example, I need you to practice this one. So take this example, see it properly, and try to draw a diagram with a pencil. Okay. Do not jump into with a pen. Just draw this about this scenario with a pencil. Okay. I will also try to draw, but pause the video here and you first practice it. Okay. Pause the video here, and you first try it. Only and then you can see this. So I assume that you have done, but for your understanding, I will try to solve for you. Okay. So what are the paths we are having? What are the alternatives we are having? Let us draw them. Let us go with this. So there is an activity A. So it is a activity. Is there any preceding, ma? There is no preceding. Next, activity B. Is there a preceding, ma? There is no preceding. Activity C. There is no preceding. So automatically there is no preceding activity. It means they are starting at the same time. They are starting simultaneously. So A, B, sorry, B. Let us take this as C. A, B, C. Next, what is it, buddy? D starts from C. Okay, sir. D starts from C. Next, ma. E starts from A. E starts from A. Next, buddy. F starts where B E D ends. F starts where B E D ends. Okay. So where B E D ends, ma? Are they ending here? Here it's ending. So we have to start here F. Okay, again here F. Where B E D ends. So this is wrong, ma. This is D, no? Okay. E. So here it starts. What be F? And here it starts F. Is it right, ma? So here D got end. So automatically I started F. Here E got end. I started F. And here B and I started F. Is it right? No. Because there is only F is a single activity. But I am repeating 3 times. Is it right? No. So for this sake, I am telling to draw with a pencil. Why? Because after doing some sort of mistakes, we are driven into the correct path. Okay, na? So now let us see, buddy. I will erase them. So which is the best way to draw? I will show you that path also. Okay. So normally what is telling, buddy? F starts where B E D ends. Okay. Okay, na? So now let us sort it properly. It's a B. Okay, sir. Now I am drawing D. Okay. And also I am drawing A after what, buddy? So once. Is it okay till here, ma? So A is done, B is done, C is done. Now, what is that, buddy? I have drawn the earlier diagram so that we are getting 3 ways, but I am using 3 Fs. Only one F is to be done. So you should draw with a pencil. I'm repeating again. Now, what we have to do, sir? So D I will extend like this, sir. Next, A, from A like this. Okay. Now I will use dummy, sir, to join till here. Is it right, ma? No, it's not right. Why? Because only in two cases we have to use dummy. And what are the cases I have said to you also? So this is wrong. So how to correct that, sir? Just simply you erase this one again, ma, and drive like this D, and it is E. Okay, is this okay? Now F starts where by D, where B E D ends. B E D is ending here, so automatically I'm starting F. Is the diagram okay, ma? You check the diagram once, you will get a clarity. Okay. So after we are drawing the diagram, we have to check the question once, so that our conditions are satisfied or not. Okay. So first, what is the condition, buddy? The first condition we are having is A is an activity. There is no preceding activity. So A, this is A, na? There is no preceding. Okay, super. B is an activity. There is no preceding. So B is an activity. Is there any preceding one, ma? Is there like this? No. And next, C is an activity and there is no preceding. So C. Then next, D starts where C ends, because he is given activity D in the column and preceding column he gave C. So D starts where C ends. C is ending here. So from here D starts. Okay. Next, E starts from where A ends. A is ending here, ma. So here E starts. Okay. Next, F starts where B comma E comma D ends. B comma E comma D ends. So D is ending at this point, B is ending at this point, and they are ending at this point. From here we are drawing. Is it okay? Done? Now, when the diagram is done, what is our next step, sir? The very next step is that what we have to simply mention the time on the respective activity. So for A, what is the duration, buddy? 3 is the duration. And for B, it is 7 duration. For C, it is 4. I have mentioned the duration. Next, for D, it is 6. Okay, sir. For E, it is 5. Okay, sir. For F, it is 3. Now we have mentioned the duration, time taken by the respective activities on the top of the activity. Done. What next we have to do, sir? We have to find the number of ways from the starting event to the ending event of the entire project. So let this entire project, of this entire project, what is the starting event, buddy? This is the starting event and this is the ending event. From here to here, from here to go to here, what are the alternative paths? We have to identify those paths. After that, what we have to do, ma? We have to tell that project duration. Okay, na? So identify the paths, ma, once. So this is one way of drawing the diagram. Sir, is this only one way of diagram? Means no, ma. There are n number of ways, but normally they represent the same, but we will get different shapes. Okay, so I will draw the different another shape, ma, for your understanding. Is the shape okay? Okay, na? Next, what is the next way to draw this diagram? So let us see, buddy. So A, okay, na? A, and let us keep it as B, buddy. B, okay. Next, it is B, ma. Next, so A is also is a one activity. Okay, sir. Next, buddy. What is the other activity, ma? C. Three activities are done. Next, D starts where C ends. Okay, so D. Next, what, ma? So D starts where C ends is done. E starts where A ends. So D, sorry, E. Okay. Next, so we have to extend this one, na? Till here I will extend, because we cannot use dummy unnecessarily. So for that reason only I am telling you to use pencil. After drawing this diagram, BED ends is this point. Now from here we are starting F. So this is one way of drawing diagram. Okay, now. So the ways you are drawing should be different ways. But shapes may vary because we are using one activity at one point, another activity point. Okay, it won't be any mistake. So these are the alternative ways. Okay, Here I have mentioned buddy. So now where we are getting ma BED should end, and there we are adding F. So this is, if you are drawing separately, they will not end at a separate common point. Okay now. Next, this is our best diagram. The second method I have said na, that one. Okay. Now what are the alternative ways to reach the end one? Starting here, ending here. What are the alternative ways, ma? You please identify them first, buddy. Later I will tell ma. What are the alternative ways, buddy? Pause the video here and try to get the alternative paths. Okay, you have tried. I assume that you have tried, and I will solve them for you. So A is the starting part, and A, E, and F. This is one way. Na? From here I started. From here I ended. This is one way. Okay, sir. Next, what is the other way, sir? Simply from here to here. This is one way. Na? So that one way will be represented in the form of B, comma B dash F. Okay. Next, what is the next way, buddy, to reach? The next way to reach is C, D, and E. From here to here. Okay, now? So C, D, and F. These are the three alternative ways we are having. Alternative ways to reach from the starting point of the project to ending point of the project. These are called paths. So we are having three paths. The paths here, 1, 2, and 3. Now duration for AEF, path 1. The AEF one total what would be 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay. Next for BF, 7 plus 3. And next for 4 plus 6. What is the total by this one? It's 11, 10, and 10. So now, what is the project duration, ma? The project duration is the of entire path, which is the highest path. The highest path is what, buddy? AEF, na? This will be our project duration. And this will be our critical path. So AEF, what is the word, buddy? This is the AEF. This one, na? This is our project duration, and also this is a critical path. Sir, how should we denote a critical path, sir? We should denote a critical path with a double line, ma. Okay. As AEF is our critical path, we should denote it with a double line. Okay. So let us see what I have done. What are the alternative paths, ma? We are having three paths. Sorry, ma, here. EDF. I'm extremely sorry, buddy. I'm extremely sorry, ma. Why? Because here there is a clerical mistake, ma. 4 plus 6 plus 3, na? So 3. So it will be 13. Okay. As a faculty, I am doing mistake. Okay. I'm not trying to cover this mistake. But for you a student and you are having a 3 hours exam, you will be having a pressure. Na? So first do with a pencil. I can simply erase with my stylus. But how can you? If you erase with your, if you are run with a pencil or a pen and you are doing na, it will be spoiling the beauty of your paper. So my kind request is to do with a pencil first, and after that you do with a pen. There is no issue. Time may take extra 5 minutes, but in reality, those 5 extra minutes will save your entire time. Okay, now. So even I have done a mistake. So 4 plus 6 I have taken, but 3 I have forgot. In same way, in the OM paper, the only mistake is that what, buddy? Clerical mistakes, arithmetical mistakes will be. Not, you will not be having the concept knowledge and all. That is not the criteria. Only the issue is that in the assignment or transportation also, we may take some sort of mistakes like in place of 1 if we take 10, in place of 1 if we take 2, the entire answer will go wrong. So my kind request is that at the most care is required while solving the problems of OM. Even me, having an experience, done mistakes. Okay, this is not to cover ma. This is to show reality. Okay, even I have done mistake. Okay, so these are the alternative paths, but the three paths. Of these three paths, we are having D, path 3. The path 3 is the path 3. So path 3 is there, nama. That path is having maximum duration. So that path should be mentioned with a double line. So this is also not a critical path, ma. The critical path is this C, D, F. The critical path should be mentioned with a double line, na. C, D, and F. Okay. So again I'm telling ma, even I am doing mistakes. Why? Because of calculations. Total concept is perfect, but I am not have taken this value. If in the same way in exam you are doing such mistakes, you are gone. Okay, na? So the duration will be what, buddy? The path 3 will be our project duration, that is 13, and this will be critical path, and we have to mention with a double line. Is it okay, ma? Okay. Next, critical path is CEDF, and it should be shown with the double lines. And if you are writing at the sentence, this sentence at the end, this will be very good. If they ask you to draw the diagram and identify the critical path, after drawing the diagram, you will identify the paths. What are the paths? 1, 2, 3. And you should identify the third path as it is more, and it is take more time. This will be the project duration, and that one will be also critical path. So in that end, you write in the form of sentence. Critical path is CEDF, and it should be shown in a double lines. Okay. Next, in this way we will represent, buddy. And so the project duration is 13 days. Okay. Is the voice audible, ma? Is the voice audible, buddy? Okay. Next. Now draw this diagram, ma. So you please practice this one and identify what, buddy? Identify the project duration. Draw the diagram and identify the project duration, and this will be a work for you. And after that, you have to do what you want. You have to identify the critical path. So project duration will be identified. After that, you have to identify the critical path, and you have to reframe the diagram and mention that. Okay. Take it as a homework, ma. Okay. If it is taking as a homework, it will be good. So for your happiness, shall I solve it, ma? No, you tried, but because one should be homework now. Take this one as a homework, ma. Take screenshot of this one, and you please solve this. Okay, now. Now let us go with the next one, buddy. Next. Okay, I'm showing the hint for your diagram. Okay, do not take screenshot of that. Next. Next what, ma? Cost of project and crashing. What is this, sir? Cost of project and crashing. That we shall see, ma. First, cost of project is nothing but cost incurred for the completion of project is nothing but cost of project. It includes direct cost, indirect cost. But what is meant by crashing, sir? Let us see that, buddy. Crashing. Crashing means what, ba? Plane crash. Okay. The same way there is a crashing for the project. So here this is not a negative aspect, it is a positive aspect, ma. So crashing. Crashing is what, ma? Is a reduction in the project duration. That is critical path activities. With a change in the cost, with changes in the cost. The cost may increase or decrease. So sometimes, what is the need of crashing, sir? So normally there are cases where the project duration will be, the thing is that cost is not important. Whatever be the cost incurred, we want our project to be done on time. Project should be on time. Why? Because if you are giving a project on time, you will be having good brand image. No? Because of good brand image, you will be getting more projects. Okay. So for example, Lalita Jewelry is there, na? He will be such a way that he will maintain low profit margin, and he will so that he will get more turnover. In the same way, even though your cost is more, you are maintaining less profit margin, but you are giving on time, you will get good brand image. In the same way, what is the use of crashing, sir? Sometimes there may be a customer who wants, I don't want any issue regarding money, I don't have any issue regarding money, but I want my project on time, if possible less than the duration which normally takes. In that case, we use crashing. Okay. So crashing is reduction in project duration, ma. Normally in the earlier sessions, earlier part, what you said, buddy, project duration will be the maximum time of all the paths, which is the maximum we'll identify. That will be the project duration. Okay, if there is a chance for reduction of time, that is wrong. But there is a way to crash it. So what is the way? That way we shall see, buddy. That is critical path activities. Because of this, the cost may increase or decrease. Okay, now. So next, what is the cost of project, ma? It includes direct cost of each activity and indirect cost for a project duration. Okay. So totally direct cost and also indirect cost. Okay, now. And what is meant by direct cost, ma? Let us see, buddy. Which can be directly identified with a particular activity. It includes direct material, direct labor and direct expense. Prime cost will be the prime cost is nothing but same as direct cost. Sir, what is indirect cost? So which are in direct associated with an activity, but within the project as a whole. We cannot identify the cost directly, but there is we can incur that cost. Okay. For example, use of loose tools and all will be other than direct cost is indirect cost. Okay. Next examples here I mentioned mentioned rent for supervisor payment etc. The project duration to complete a wall is 4 days. Direct labor cost per day is 100 per, and machine rent is is rupees 300 per day. If we complete the project in 2 days, what will be the cost? Okay, you please solve the answer for this. You read it once and you try to solve what is the actual question and what will be the answer. You please try it. Why? Because in exam there is a chance. There is a chance or 2 to 5%. 2 to 5% of the entire paper, 95% will be from our book itself. But there is a chance now 2 to 5%. So to avoid that risk, I'm telling now, please whenever I am giving a question, you please pause the video and you read the question once so that you can get a clarity. Okay, so you will sort of there will be chance for improving your skills. Okay now, so if new question comes, you should not panic. For that, I'm telling to reverse question. The first one, the project duration to complete the wall A is 4 days. 4 days. Okay. Direct labor cost per day. Direct labor cost per day is 100. And machine rent is rupees 1500 per day. If you complete the project in 2 days, what will be the cost? First, you calculate the cost for normal how many 4 days. 4 days cost what will be, buddy? What is the 4 days cost, ma? The 4 days cost will be for 4 days. I'm writing now. For 4 days, 4 into 100 per day. That is 400, ma. Okay. Next, mission rent 1500 per day now. So 4 into 1500. Okay. So how much per day? So 6000 plus 400. How much, ma? 6400. And we are having how many labors per day? 10 labors per day. So into 10 we have to do, ma. So 4000 and this will be 10,000, ma. So our cost to do the project is 10,000. Sir, what if we execute the project in 2 days? The question is the same now. If we complete the project in 2 days, what will be the cost? Sir, normally for a project to be done in 4 days, we are incurring how many 10 labors. But if we want to do the project in 2 days itself, there is a chance to increase more labor now. Okay, will the labor do extra time with a free of cost? No, no. So we have to use extra labor. Okay, or existing labor should has to take extra time. They have to work overtime. Further, they charge now. So automatically that is the case. So for 2 days, how many costs we incur? You please calculate that part, buddy. For 2 days. So normally we are incurring extra labor. So we have taken 20 labor and 20 labor we have taken, and also so 2 days and cost is 100. Automatically the cost is 4000. And what about the machine cost, ma? It is 1500 per day. So 2 days we are going and it is 1500 per day. So automatically it is 3000. The cost incurred is 7000. Earlier we are doing a project in 4 days and we are incurring a cost of 10,000. But when the when the project duration is reduced to 2 days, the cost is 7,000. In what item we are having a change, ma? We are having change only indirect cost. You know? Now let us see, buddy. I have solved that part for your understanding. I'm showing it. So normally we are incurring how much, buddy? 10,000. Okay. What if the direct labor cost is this correct, ma? We are using 10 workers, sir, for 2 days. Will the same workers are sufficient, ma? No. We need to hire extra workers. So this scenario will be wrong. Okay. So same work. So we have to hire additional labor. So extra 10 labors are taken, ma. So not our existing. So we have to they charge me more. Sometimes they charge me more, or sometimes they may charge same amount. So I have in the case of extra case, they have charged 20 rupees extra. In our example, I have mentioned only 100 rupees. But if they charge more, because our regular laborers, they are ready to workers, and we prefix the wages and all. But if for a person who comes outside immediately, he will encash the scenario. Na? So you are in requirement of me. Okay, I want extra money. Otherwise, I won't come. Then for us, work to be done on time. So what we will do, buddy? We'll pay some extra amount. So because of that, we are increasing extra 400. So automatically, in my example, I got 7,000. In the alternative case, we may get 7,400. But somehow it is less than 10,000. No? It is less than 10,000. Okay. Actual cost is how much, buddy? It is 10,000. But now it is 7,400 or 7,000. Okay. This is because of crashing. We are getting less cost or low cost. We are increasing low cost. Why? Because why? It is because of crashing. Okay, it is because of crashing. Okay. When we crash, direct cost will increase and indirect cost will decrease. When you are crashing, what is the scenario, buddy? Normally, our direct cost will increase. In the above example, okay, now. So I have mentioned this can be 2,000 or sometimes because the labor they encash the scenario or in generally prefixed wages won't be. They will ask more automatically. There is a chance for increasing the direct cost and indirect cost will automatically reduce. Okay. So normally, what is the scenarios, buddy? I'm mentioning the same part in the summarized manner. So what is that, buddy? Change in the cost due to change in the project duration. Okay. So the project cost includes two parts, direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost is nothing but what, buddy? Labor cost. Direct labor cost increase as the duration decreases. Inverse relationship. So the direct cost labor they may charge more. In this case, there is an inverse relationship. Okay. And indirect cost it decreases as the duration decreases. So there is a direct relationship proportional, directly proportionate, indirectly proportionate, inverse and direct. Okay, as this cost is associated with the project time because when the project time is reduced, automatically indirect cost will reduce. Why? Because we have mentioned a machine cost. How much per day? Per day it is 1,500. Initially we are taking 4 days, but in the latter case we are taking 2 days. Okay, so automatically indirect cost will reduce. So here till here okay, Nama? Till here, if you are till here okay, let us know how to calculate crashing. What is the way to calculate crashing and what is the process of crashing? That we shall see. Till here you see once buddy. Okay, I'll take a break, ma. I'll not break it. I'll take a break. That's all. Okay.